Up. I'm live. And I kept a secret to myself over the weekend, but it's not one that I wish I had to share. Here in Discord, you already know. But before we get into the game tonight, I do want to talk about it on stream. Last week, I had a filling fallout. I don't know exactly how old the filling is, but this might just be the natural progression of things because it's probably old enough that, you know, it hit the end of its lifespan, essentially. But either way, I'm missing a chunk of fake tooth now, and, well, that means that there's kind of a hole in one of my teeth at the moment. Doesn't hurt, fortunately, which is why I've been so quiet about it. But, if you know me, you know that I don't have money. And I definitely don't have dental insurance. Because, of course, that's a fucking thing. Can't just be insurance. No, there's gotta be dental and vision insurance as well as just regular insurance. That's a whole different discussion. Let's not get into that. Yet I even brought it up. Anyway, point is, I don't really have a good way to fix this. So, if anybody can help out, even in the slightest, it would be really greatly appreciated, because, again, it's not really causing me issues at this point, but also, again, there is a rather large hole in one of my teeth currently, and that's not how it should be. I'm really lucky that it doesn't hurt or anything, but it's also a nice little spot for food to gather and, you know, just sit there. So, gotta deal with that. But, yeah, that's where we're at. Somebody already has contributed. I would replay it, but it was through Ko-fi. You can always check out my account if you want more info to see who it was and whatnot. But, yeah, thanks to them, we did hit the next couple of goals, so I'm going to be playing an additional 5 games as part of that goal thing that I set up. And the next one is still $40 away, but now it's to actually beat the games instead. So that's also a thing that's going on. And, of course, all the other shit that I said I'd do last week if the values, if the thing got up high enough. Total. That's the word. Total, yeah. So, yeah, not the way I want to start a stream tonight talking about the tooth situation, but yeah, and just I will say one more thing. Apparently, how long these fillings last varies based on the material. I really wouldn't have been opposed to having metal fillings had I known that they would last like twice as long. Yeah, really wouldn't have been opposed to that. But nope. I get the ones the last I had the ones have the ones -1 now that last like half as long as metal fillings do. So honestly, not something I thought I'd ever have to think about. It never really occurred to me that fillings don't really have that long of a lifespan. You know, it's kind of obvious. Yeah, sure, they're not actually teeth, so they probably won't last the rest of your life, but I never realized that it could be like as short as, well, even half a decade, depending on the material, but like a decade or so. Not something I wanted to find out, especially not in this way. Anyway, the game for tonight, Derail Valley. We're getting back into that, because I still can't get myself back into Satisfactory at this point. I'm just at a point with that save where I'm basically gonna have to force myself back into it. That's the only way anything's gonna get done. So we're doing Derail Valley instead, because I really should be streaming on Mondays, and today especially I should be streaming because of this whole tooth situation. Again, if anybody can help out in the slightest, it would really be appreciated, because I don't know how I'm going to get this tooth taken care of, and I'd really like to get it taken care of sooner than not, if at all possible. The game is loading, by the way. Derail Valley just always takes forever to launch. There we go. When was the last time I played this? Over a month ago. Oh. So be it. Where are we? What were we doing? I don't know. Hauling things around. That's what we were doing. We weren't there, I'm pretty sure. I mean, honestly, I'd like to get to the point of using the demonstrator trains, right? That's the right word. But that takes a fair amount of money to restore them, which I probably only have around 100,000 in-game. I wish I had 100,000 IRL. Then I wouldn't need to ask for help with fixing one of my teeth. It's been raining. Emphasis on has been. So this is my unit. How much money do I have? 132,000. Alright. Get reacquainted with the game here. So there's a number of orders. Freight hauls, a logistical haul, which I'm not sure I can do, some shunting. I mean, except for maybe logistical hauls, because I don't remember if I have the license for it or not. Was it freight haul? No, logistical haul. I do not have it yet. So, put that over there. So I could do some shunting. That pays more. That pays more and is probably going to be easier to move considering it's half the mass. Let's do this. So, SU07, that is shift tab. Yeah, I need to remember all the keys. Ambient sounds, I guess? So this is SU07, yeah. And I can probably turn my volume down a bit. Rather loud. I've got to unload and then I've got to store it in 2 separate spots. That is rather loud, whatever that sound is. I'll remember how to use this, or play this game eventually. There we go. I don't know why that was being so reluctant. Okay, seriously, with the water on the, like, this doesn't have wipers, so you have to open the windows. Can't I just, where are you? This? Yes. And then I can just... this. Of course, it's always at the opposite end, isn't it? Every single time. It's at the opposite end of where I'm at. Wrong thing. There we go. If I push it any harder, it's going to very much not want to move. Brake pipe is at 0. It does feel like it's braked slightly, does it not? I don't get what's going on with this. That's right, it just doesn't want to move. I did open both sides, right? Yeah. They're both flowing. That's not open. Are open. Are open. This just really doesn't want to move. Like, I know this thing isn't great, but I would have expected a little bit more out of it. There it is. I should honestly make sure this is the unloading track, right? Yes. Advantage to the remote. I can literally just sit back here and it's fine. And now we very, very, very slowly back it up. Okay, now it's up to speed, and yeah, we wait. Now we just wait. Pretty much just have to get it to, out there, and then I can slam on the brakes, and we'll go unload it. Well, first we'll do this so that I can unload it, and then go from there. I was getting confused by what it was saying. But it makes sense because it's emptying the cars. Alright, and then 867. 119, so I'm gonna put these out. Leave them sitting, and then you are going to C4S, of course. Yep, that's where I wanted to go. This should have a hell of a lot easier time. There we go. Getting a move on. Gotta go on to B1, so it's that track with those, which fortunately it looks like there's plenty of room there. Because that's probably the sign. Yep. Plenty of room. Unfortunately, C is over there. Got a little ways to go, and then we can get it where it needs to be. Where am I? Alright, now I do believe that sign said that there was a bit of a downhill there, so I'm gonna have to be careful here. Depressurize that. Put the reverser in the right direction. Reload. Come on. Yeah, so I need to go all the way to the right. And that one's all the way to the left. Easy enough. That should be that. But I think I flipped that the wrong way because I was looking at it from the wrong direction. Whoop. Well, I would have just died. And again. That was supposed to get detached originally, so that didn't work. There you go. Yeah, I didn't want to bring the micro shunter all the way down here, but alas. And now we just take this over to the other side and go from there. I don't really want to do another shunting mission, so I'll probably just pick up one of the two cargo loads. That or the other one, I guess. And take it wherever it needs to go. Wait until it stops. And now we go back for the other one. Yeah, this is the one problem with Derail, is that everything takes so long that it's not good for shorter streams, honestly. Like, this would be really good if I was gonna play it for like 6 hours or something. But for just a 3-hour stream, you can only really get 1, maybe 2 loads done, and then a bit of shunting. You know? Still a really good game, and don't get me wrong, the part about it taking so long to do stuff is not a bad thing. It's just, you know, disadvantage for these shorter type streams. That's all. Normally spend upwards of 3 hours to do one haul. Exactly. That's the issue I'm talking about. Especially when you get into the later game, it can take a really long time to do it. I'm still basically at the beginning of the game, if you will. Like, I've got a few of the licenses, but, I mean, you can almost see my train all the way down there. Yeah, okay, I have the slug, but still. I'm still fairly early game, is my point. Maybe not at the very beginning, but not too far off of it. Doesn't handle that very well, does it? Yeah. Yep, this is a very good game for long play sessions, not a good one for short play sessions. You got a much larger train, dumbass. Let it roll. Just me, or did... No, it must have been 130.232, not 132 something. Okay. Taking literally every job from OWN, it was like a 50-car train. Yep. Yep, when you get into the later game and can actually do that, you can do silly things like that. I mean, it's a good way to make a lot of money. I just can't afford to do that right now with 2 D2s and a slug, which is honestly overkill for what I'm doing. I realize that. I don't care. Also, here's a problem. I've forgotten where all the demonstrator trains are. Not literally all of them. I know the DH4 and the big steam locomotive are at the harbor. And I think we found one of those ones, DM3, was it? Found one of them at one of the refineries? Yeah, when you get the time bonuses specifically. Absolutely. Alright, can I be lazy and just, there. Give me that mouse. It just saves me time. I'm not going for super realism here. In progress. Huh? Did I just get screwed out of money? Like, what the hell? I trashed the real one. Even though I swear I was on this, was I not? I don't understand what I just did there to do that exactly. Like, I don't understand why it said in progress. And now I've trashed the order, so I can't do anything about it. Well, that was a waste of time. Great. Just awesome. So do I want to deliver 414 tons of boards or 276 tons of boards? They're both going to Machine Factory. Which is up the hill there. I actually wonder, is it better to go up that twisty bit? Or is it better just to loop around and go around? It probably doesn't matter. It would avoid that tight-ass turn, that's for sure. And also, that is downhill. That's an idea. I mean, if I'm going to do this, I'll do this one. And I think getting the downhill out of the town is probably a good idea, because I think over here it goes up, if anything. No, it's down. There it is. So, I mean, that would be shorter than going all the way around, obviously. The one problem with this map is that there's no elevation. You kind of just have to know the route. And I got screwed out of 60,000 there. Like, I must have switched the cars around. 119 and 867, they must have been the ones to go over there. I swear I checked that. But, whoops. Throwing that out now. Oh, that's annoying. I don't want a DM3. I don't want to cut you in at the moment, that's fine. Jump over to you. I 'll 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 ' Well, I did turn the handbrakes off, I guess. Sure. Why not? Of course, I do at some point have to figure out which set of cargo I'm taking. I mean, it's probably that, but is that the front or the back? Yeah, it's not cut in, I know. Imagine streaming on a Monday. I know, right? Imagine streaming on a holiday. It's a holiday? I mean, I guess it is middle of February. Yeah, President's Day. Completely forgot about that, honestly. Yeah, I haven't streamed on a holiday since Christmas. Yeah, and 56 is down here. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess I am going to take it around that way, for no other reason than that's where the train's going to be. So it's just going to be easier. Yeah, that would be a pretty bad mistake to make, leaving that one flipped the wrong way. Oh, come on. Yeah, I ramped that up instead of ramping it down, didn't I? Oops. Oh, my multi-track drifting it? Doesn't look like it. Be bad to multi-track drift the train this short, you know? The slug is one thing, but something like this? Not great. Okay. Yeah, you're not the one I'm going to be controlling from, so I don't need you to... Am I getting it backwards? I would think that inline would be... whatever. You around. Stop flashing at me, god damn it. I know why. Because I didn't disable the damn handbrake, yep. Okay. There we go. Helps to disable all of the handbrakes. I am going to Machine Factory. It's literally right there. Oh, hey, you know what I should probably do before I leave? I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping me from leaving before doing this. But it's a downhill grade, so it's going to be working in my favor. This is the other part about it that's not the best for streaming, is that it's just not a lot going on at times. Like now I can just basically sit back, relax, and manage the thing, right? Which isn't inherently a bad thing. But like, literally, this is more or less the view for a while. It's going to be going up, however, before it does... some curves and a downhill, so let's not go too fast. Should be a bit mindful actually, because the train is still in the curve. To a 7, no more downhill though. I say that the back half of the train was still on a downhill, and now it's uphill, coming up to a Y. Good speed-wise, it's just a matter of keeping the speed up. It was part of the benefit, at least on a fairly level surface with speed already being had. I can pretty much just crank the throttle way up and not have to worry about wheel spin. And overheating isn't nearly as much of a problem. Watch me eat my words on this uphill, though. Because that would happen. Speed's coming down, but it levels out. That's good. Next intersection is a ways away. And I'll be going left, and then right, and right. You ask about title, or does it seem as bad as one would assume? I mean, it could be much worse, kiosk, but it ain't great. Oh, hey, that's console. Can I just, yeah. Green Beat Derail Valley. Discord, I told you to fuck off. No overlay bullshit. Yeah, it's, it could be worse. Because it doesn't hurt at all, but yeah, I did lose a filling, and that distracted me from the game briefly. Yeah, fortunately I did realize when it happened. It took me a minute to realize that, oh, that's part of a filling. But I did realize it. But yeah, the relatively large hole in my tooth is not ideal in the slightest. So I need to figure out how the hell I'm going to afford to get that fixed. Specifically, I need to get that taken care of, ideally, before it starts being an issue, but, well, you know how it goes. I don't know what the speed limit is here, because I kind of got distracted. I'm just going to drop the speed a little bit, and we should be safe. Okay, it's going up to 5. It is, by the looks of it, on a downhill. Yeah, quite a steep downhill. But again, going left, and then right, and then right. Oh, that is a very steep downhill. How goes the trains? I somehow managed to screw myself out of about 6 grand. So, would be better. But, I mean, so far this load is going fine. For reference, what happened was I was shunting some trains around the yard, or some carriages. I guess I got them mixed up, because the thing that I got said work in progress, and I must have switched back to the actual, like, you know, order. Because I went to throw the thing in the trash, and instead I threw the order in the trash, which canceled it, and I lost out on the money because it didn't respawn, and yeah. It was only for about 6 grand, but still. That was like the first 20 to 30 minutes of the stream just wasted. Major goals to be able to say only 6 grand? I mean, you say that. 130,000 isn't a lot in this game. Like, I can buy a few licenses with that, but that can very quickly disappear. Oh, you want that money to disappear quickly? Go try and restore one of the demonstrators. They will, especially like the DE6, am I remembering the name right? DE6? That will just eat through your money like nothing. I wish I could say it's only $6 grand in real life. That's a real goal to have, you know? I noticed with plenty of time to spare. Speed goes up and it's level. Get back up to speed now that went around that damn curve. A left, then a couple of rights, and then we'll end up where we need to be. Okay, they're all being unloaded at C3I. That's handy. And C is that middle one. Alright. Easy enough. Yeah, $6 grand. That would be nice to have in real life. I sure as hell wouldn't need to go asking for help to fix this damn tooth issue. Like I said, it doesn't hurt even when eating food, so I'm very fortunate in that regard. If we were anywhere else, really? Yeah, well, let's not get into that part of it. I already touched on that at the very beginning of the stream. %, grade? Not too bad. Yeah, the train does wiggle around a lot on the tracks. But it's still within the safe speed limits, you know. 80 kph through here, we're doing 60. So it should be fine. While coming up, again, stay to the left. I shouldn't need to throw the switch. I think I'm coming from, or I had come from, like, Machine Factory or Food Factory. I might have to throw the switch, actually. I don't remember where I came back from, but I feel like I would have come from, like, Harbor, maybe even? Should be going faster. I'm full throttle, Callie. Going as fast as it can. Get a faster train then? I'm working on it. think I don't want a faster train? Of course I do. This uphill's kind of good because it's making sure that I don't go too fast while the rest of the train gets through the junction back there. And we've got enough speed up now that this hill should not be an issue despite how steep it is. After all, it's not the hill coming out of harbor. Ugh. % grade. Oof. Increasing, but 1.1% grade. We take those. That's not as bad. I hope I can just pull straight in. Like, straight into the thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some finagling of stuff to get it to actually be how I want it to be. Yeah, Chaos, that is definitely a statement to be made with no context. Also, the rain finally started. I did notice that in the forecast. I did notice that it was going to rain, which is kind of why I was thinking about going the way I did. And I wasn't going to do it, but then I had to because it was just so much easier to go straight out rather than try and get the train maneuvered around or try and drive it from the rear, which I was not going to do that. So yeah, we're coming into Machine Factory shortly. And again, C3I, so we just need to go right and then left. At least initially. Steep hill though, coming up here. Wanted this one. Right and then left. And then I want right, right, left. We're definitely saying words, Kiosk. Bot said it's time for a break, but looks like it might be clear ahead. Hell yeah. I train. Ah, balls. Also, I was going off of the wrong sign, so we've still got a little ways to go. Oops. I only realized that when I saw, like, wait a minute, we're still on the split, more or less. That's not right. Hello? Thank you. There we go. I'm remembering how to play this game. Kill you. That parking brake. And kill you. And yep, right here. What? Brake must be applied on one car. Did I not do that? I swear I did that. Yes, I did not do that. Order report in progress, huh? Well, here, let me just toss that and try again. There we go. $153. Very nice. Well, as the bot said, it's time for a break. So, yeah, sure. New save. Let's do this. I feel like it's been a while since I've used this AFK screen. Probably because I kept using the, or I kept playing, when I was playing GTA last week, was it? FiveM stuff. It didn't alert me to take a break because FiveM. Oh, that's probably why. Anyway, I might have used it. Regardless, it's time for another break. I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for the next hour. Blah, 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 blah. Also, you know, in this one instance, I'm probably going to need a bit of money to fix this damn tooth. So, I'll take every little bit of money I can get at this point. So, sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to run any more ads than normal, because they don't pay out that well, but every little bit helps, you know. So I actually have a good reason to do this. Anyway, when I come back, all the ads will be over, most importantly, but when I come back, we'll continue with Derail. We'll, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to afford some licenses. I can work on one of the demonstrators, maybe just to start, but I don't know. Does Twitch limit how many ads you can do? I don't know, and I'm not going to find out by trying, because I'm not doing that to you guys. There probably is a limit to some degree, like we can only run up to 3 minutes at a time. How frequently we can run them, I don't recall how... There is, like, you know, there's a thing where you can set up an automatic schedule in your dashboard. I don't use it, because I like having full control, even though I could literally get like 25% more ad revenue or something like that. It just ain't worth it. It's not flexible enough. It doesn't fit my needs, so. Yeah. That can let you go quite frequently, but they might have to be short if you want to go super frequent. Anyway, like I said, short ad break, and then once the ads are done, I'll come back and we'll continue with more Derail Valley. BRB. Alrighty, I am back, and I had a thought. You remember how the other week I was saying, like, you know, if somebody... Well, if the total was to get to, like, 500 or something, I would do the 200 laps of Nürburgring somewhere, or 1,000 was something else, and, like, $1,000 tip, I would stream for, like, 24 hours and stuff like that. It just occurred to me, if I was to do a 24-hour stream, I don't know how I would manage the recordings. Because I have maybe like 16 or so hours of capacity, probably, on the drive that I use to record to, which is an SSD. It's SATA, but it's still an SSD. Also, that drive is probably getting quite worn at this point because of all the recordings I've made over time. But, yeah, that's, That's something I'd have to consider. If that was to ever happen. Yeah. Tip me $1,000. I'll have no problem fixing my tooth, most likely, and I'll stream for 24 hours at some point. And I do mean, like, actually 24 hours. Yes, I would still be taking food breaks and such. Regular breaks for bathroom, relaxing, just for a little bit, just a few minutes like what I just did. But no sleeping. Also, yeah, 5 FPS. To be fair, my GPU usage right now is like 20%. I set it to 70, and even just in the menu, 60% roughly. With cinematic mode. Yeah. Or, you know, I could just use the Twitch VODs. I'm not doing 24 FPS. I knew what you meant. Technically possible, not happening. I mean, an additional 14,000 just to shunt the train that I literally just dropped off. And then 13,000 for that one, I can't do that one. As Matt too. Over there. Fragile, can't do that. Those are both fine. And those are both fine. This, though. I might as well do this, you know? Because literally all I have to do is come over here. Of course, I dumped all the air out of it like an idiot, but whatever. That's the unloading. So, yep. It's gonna be annoying to manage this, though. Oh, wait. Damn. Yep, now we're good. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Oops. You're aligned correctly, but you're coming from there, so I'm gonna have to go all the way back to here. Yeah, I imagine what I'd have to do realistically is like halfway through the stream, I'd have to remux the recordings and move them off to another drive. Or remove them off. Move them off to another drive, rather. If I remux them, I'm just going to delete the source file. up space. I'm also going to have to make sure the drive is as empty as it reasonably can be before then. Honestly, I should probably just nuke the Windows install on that drive. That takes up like, I don't know, 30 gigabytes or something silly. I don't need that install. Not really anymore. Make sure not to undershoot this time. Though last time I undershot by a lot. Not doing that this time. I'm not looking forward to shunting this around, honestly. Got an idea, though. Not dangerous in the slightest. I can't access that one. Obviously, for this, I'm going to need to, bring the remote inside of the train so I can actually use it. Doesn't leave me tons of room, it just is enough room to get out of the way, more or less. Kill you. And then shut you down for the time being. And I can't unload it yet. Alright, now... you picky bastard. That is 860. Which means that down here probably thus is 157. Train's wiggling. And 065. Okay, one of you needs to go to right next door. Well, that's good to know. And 57 I also want to split off. And then also handbrake you, and then the rest of these are going to B1S. B1S is all the way... Seriously? Seriously? That is so annoying. It's annoying because while I can absolutely deal with the fact that there are train cars there, come on. I can deal with it, I just have to come to a crawl and then push them along with the rest of the cars, which is annoying. I'd rather not have to deal with it. It also means that I can't just get the cars up to speed and disconnect the train. Because again, I have to basically come to a stop and then push them along. Let's not get going too fast. Double check. Going to B1S. Yes, they are. That was spacebar. Okay. Didn't want to go too fast. Honestly, what I can do at this point is just... I guess I should be on this side. Come back here. This will illuminate when they're close enough. Yep. I'm pushing the cars with the handbrake on a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a short distance. Very bright in here at the moment. Now let me just double check. Close that. Handbrake is set. careful with that throttle, especially without the slug attached. It will just jump right up into too much amperage. By the way, which train is this? I don't know. I didn't have the thing down far enough. Oh well. Damn it. Too much. Okay, 157 is going to B6S. Sick. Just get the speed up and go from there. Why the hell is that folder lit up? Is tomorrow when that Apple event is? Is that why? Jailbreak subreddit Discord server talking about that again? I don't know why they care about the, what is... I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a new iPad. Maybe it's a new iPod or something similar. You know it's not an iPhone or a watch because that's in... yeah, there's not really a need for an iPod so much anymore, is there? Still. But the phone and the watch are in the fall. September. Technically summer. I did that wrong. Alright, fine, I'll do it properly. Why are you still complaining? That's why. But like, yeah, my point is, it's March, I would expect it to be like a laptop thing or desktop computer, not mobile device, necessarily. Handbrake on. Dump that. And then this final train, which is over here, I'm just going to get the shunter out for. It does cost me a bit of money. Oh, that's probably why I lost money earlier. It does cost me a bit of money to summon it. That's fine. Okay. That was a solid thud, wasn't it? you are going to B2S, right? Where am I? Which is literally right there, so easy. Where can you buy train buffers? At an end of the line sale. Hello to you too, Gleason. Yeah, it's far enough. Didn't really save me anything, and in fact it went into the thing anyway, but whatever. $13. There we go. Alright, shunting. I could do that. In theory. Logistical hauls I can't do at the moment. I don't have the license for it. Not to say that I couldn't just buy the license. Goods and steel mill. Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna accept something for that, it would be something to, you know, drop off on the way. Which... Factory town... Yeah, all of those are out of the way. I mean, in theory, I could just haul all of them. It actually would pay a lot more than either of these do. That's out of the way. Steel mill is kind of on the way. But if anything, no, that's a shunting. That's not going to be... Yeah, I think honestly my best bet is just to pick up these and then haul them down. Because, like, I have to pick up the license, obviously. Which it probably won't let me. Yeah. You gonna tell me... No, you're not gonna say that. Well, I'm gonna go repair them then. Where is the train? That's the shunter. Right, you're all the way over here. What I can probably just do is back up to whichever one is empty, go through, and then meet up with the train on the other end. Okay, you don't need to go that fast in the yard. A little excessive. It's a straight line, so it's fine, but still, little excessive. Oh, did I push them out of the siding? Oh well. There. Oops. Yeah. You can just be, turned off for the time being. Might have been off. I'll leave that on, though. So I've got a choice of going straight through or through the loading bay. Both will work. Wait. Helps to have the train powered up before doing such things. Go out here and pair loco. Funny, I still had signal strength to the other train. Please stop. Crying out loud. Now we go this way. Yep. Just flip that, because why not? So I'm gonna have to figure out exactly which trains I want to, or I'm gonna need to grab. Probably those if I had to guess, plus some of the ones over there. Or those. Or those. Just remember, that's two different sets. Gonna be fun trying to pick them out, but that's fine. Too much brake. This is fine, we can just creep up to it. That was kind of annoying to grab onto. There we go. You're not complaining. Good. The repair yard is over there, which is that away. Also, slow the fuck down. That's a downhill as well, so I really don't need it going that fast. Looks like everything's still set the right way. Can I has one of them? Or both? I'd like both. Okay, it is clearing. I saw that one, I think, there. It's like, wait a second, you shouldn't be there. Yeah, I'd like a couple of DE6s. Should just need to get the one in here, and then I can work off of that. All the handbrakes are going to be set on, but I'm still going to... Alright, that's that. I want this. Plug into there. And, annual service on it. Not cheap, but cheaper than the alternative. Get the other train first. Even more expensive. I guess that's the one I was running around with just before. Alright, now the slug. Just top this up. It doesn't have much to fix. Yep. Not bad. 1900, so basically 2000 plus 2400 plus 700. Not cheap, but not the worst thing in the world. Not that house. Over here. Yeah, now the fees are nothing. Which is the entire reason that I did that. Logistical Hall. Yay. What was that? Time bonus deadline plus 5%? Okay. Do I just buy museum now? I'm gonna want it eventually. I can afford it. Not the worst thing. Not the worst idea in the world. So, I'll do it. Oh boy, another 5% on the time bonus. And yeah, I'm not getting into any of them. Yeah, DE6, let me just buy that real quick. You can shut up in the top right for the moment. DH4 is kind of pricey. I'm tempted to buy the DH4 license so that I can start restoring the one at the harbor and just use that for the moment. Because, you know, one of them with the slug and another DE2 for the remote control. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? I know it's going to be very expensive to get it restored, but you gotta start somewhere. Plus, I'm going to have to restore all of them. I said that's what I would do, so... Train length tow. Okay, fine. It's going to be even more expensive. Time bonus deadline minus 2%. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Might as well just pick up some more licenses, right? I don't care about the insurance copay. And dispatcher? Sure, why not? It doesn't really do all that much, but... Safely store it somewhere. Yep. Hey, look at that. Everything from the top down to, well, concurrent orders too. Which I could buy. I'm not going to, but I could. Find and re-rail, yep. I know where it is, and I'm probably heading there. What am I seeing? Oh. From all the way over there. Okay. Let me go put some of these licenses away. Yep, that's what I meant to do. I'm not fitting another one up there, am I? I thought there was like something in here. No, it's just a piece of grass. There, and dispatcher, because why not? There. That's everything, I assume? Yep. You know, I actually have a use for this now. Mouse double clicking. My keyboard, some of the keys double input. My mouse has been double clicking on both keys, which makes me, on both buttons rather, which makes me question if it's actually the mouse, honestly. It does seem to be. Yeah, again, does it make sense? Actually, I can't do that without concurrent orders. Did I get concurrent orders? Or did I just get train length? Because this is, remember, 2 orders at the same time. That's 3. So I do need concurrent orders. Damn it. Well, is what it is. Put this in the shack as well. Yep. So now I can take all of these. Which will be more than taking one of them. And again, goods factory is too far out of the way. Steel mill isn't that far out of the way. But like if I'm going city south, I might as well just go down that way, right? And then the harbor from there. You're going harbor, you're going city, you're going city. So, LH03, it's a long one, so it's probably the one that I dropped off, right? You're SL, you're LH, so you're probably one of the ones I need to pick up. LH03. And then this was a different train. SL82 is not one of the ones I have to deal with. And these are the harbor and town ones, so I do want to put these at the front of the train. So, hey you. Come here. Just open these again, because why not? Very good at that. In my defense, the last time I played this game was a month ago. So it's been a while. Not very fast, this, but damn if it's not useful. This is gonna have a hell of a time moving all those cars. That's not my problem, honestly. It can do it. not a straight through. Yes, over to here. And then I don't have remote control on it, so I need to come back over here and actually, you know, be in it. Not that much. Slowly. Don't bounce backwards. It should be this one, because why wouldn't it be? Alright, now I definitely want to pair this. Because basically now I want to take this back such that I can then blast down that middle lane without issue. Which is why I wanted this hooked up. So I can bail at the switch and wait for it to get past. Late to be blasting the horn, but whatever. That was weird. Alright, and then the other ones. So that's that one. That is Shift Tab. This is LH43. And then the other one was the other over there. Okay. A bit troublesome, honestly. But not the end of the world. I have to do less backtracking. Time for a break? Of course it is. I'll bring these to a stop and then deal with that. Realistically, these can go quite far. Because I'm gonna need to bring that carriage up from behind, and then I'm gonna need to gonna need to bring that forward as well. Which, how is the best way of going about that? I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point in the next hour, i.e. not right now. really want that entire train to clear and still have extra room there, so just gonna let this ride for a little bit, because then I can just bring my train down and then back it up to hook up. Right. And then we go from there. Save and settings, frame limiter, 5 FPS. Literally reduces GPU load by like 40%. I.e. the fans aren't going crazy in my computer while I'm on break, which is nice. Less heat generation, less noise. Better all around. Oh, we're on the witness this time. Anyway, like the bot said a few minutes ago, it's time for another break. Just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads, besides the very beginning and end. And beginning and end of the stream, yes. And the ads will be over before I get back. And if you don't like the fact that I run ads, I said this at the previous break, I'm going to say it again. If you don't like the fact that I run 3 minutes worth of ads, I do have a legitimate reason for doing so at the moment. Exclamation point tooth. I'll talk about it more when I get back again. But, yeah. I at least have a valid reason for that, because every little bit helps at the moment. Anyway, when I come back, we'll continue getting this train ready, and then, I mean, I'll probably have to get it to at least City South. At least. Because I don't really want to stop in the middle of trip. You know? We'll see what happens, though, in the next hour. After my break. So, yeah. BRB. Hey, Dingle. I think your sub expired. Yeah. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm back. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't remember. Got distracted by Dingle. And blame him. Oh, right, yeah, I looked at the jailbreak Discord. And, yeah, it was just iOS versions getting unsigned. Whoop-de-doo. Doesn't matter to me, because my phone doesn't get those updates. Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was loud as fuck. Anyway. Thank you for the resub, Dingle, even if your notification message was kind of obnoxious, considering, you know, got things to say before I get back to the game and you're just delaying that, but for your continued use of Prime here, thank you for the Bezos bucks, if you will. Anyway, despite that and the loud car that just drove by, whatever that was, sounded alright, at least. Yeah, the tooth, remember I mentioned that? Previous one was more obnoxious, but it was apparently a phantom one. Nice. Yeah, if you're in Discord, you already know this, or if you've been in the stream for the first, like, hour and a bit, you already know this, but one of my fillings fell out recently. Doesn't hurt. There's just a relatively large hole in one of my teeth now. And of course, I don't have the money to fix it. I never have the money to fix anything. So, yeah. If anybody can help out in any way, that'd be awesome, because I'd really like to get this fixed before more issues arise from it, but I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that. Also, there's that goal in the bottom left that, you know, anything that... It helps out with that, too. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Good fillings. I set it to 70 FPS, so there's a bit of wiggle room before the frame rate drops to 60. That's the only reason why I do that, otherwise I would be locked to 60. But my frame rate's inconsistent enough that leaving it at 70 just seems to be better. It wouldn't be better were it not for VRR not really liking going below 60. And since I usually, like, right now it's wanting to hover at like 69 a lot of the time, which, nice. But that's not 70. Go. So we're just gonna pick up this car, bring it to the consist that I brought up over there before the break. And then try and figure out the best way to go get the other car that's over there. There's kind of stuff in the way. It's annoying, basically. Yeah, it takes a second for it to roll up, but... Hello? Guess grabbing it from that far away was never going to work very well. Fair enough. Alright. Not a ways. Yeah, just immediately putting it at full throttle was probably not the best idea. I could, in theory, just send this on its way and not go all the way, but I need to go most of the way anyway, since the other car is on the other set of tracks, the other yard there. Sub-yard? I don't know. So, there's that, but basically I want to ensure that I actually get this car up to the other ones and connected. Yeah, Dingle. I could just cheat, but I'm not going to. It's not really cheating. If it was cheating, then I wouldn't have it enabled. Just an alternative way of doing it. No. What I've done is I've actually set the handbrake up here, so that I don't need to set it anywhere else. Alright, now, how the hell do I manage this? Because here's the car. LH39. Versus that's SL. I mean, I guess I can just get some speed up on this, but only like 10 or 15, and then, well, 10. Then just take off and send it. Almost 12 hours to do a mem test. Yeah, they can take quite a while, can't they? You might want to slow down. Yeah, I had to do a mem test on my original kit of my 32 gig kit of RAM. Did not enjoy that. Not a memory issue. Yeah, that is good news, but possibly bad news as well. Oi. Thank you. Alright. Then we do this. Yeah, Dingle, that's not a great sign. Hopefully it's nothing significant, but... We'll find out sooner or later, I guess. Later! Back up and running for now. That's good. Suddenly drop out, it's because you had issues. Got it. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna make it somehow. Can I re-rail? That'd be too convenient. Well, that's fine. Doesn't have to make it. It just has to make it far enough that I can get behind it, which I now can. Yeah, full disassembly might not be the worst idea. Honestly, I should probably do a disassembly at some point this year. Just a deep clean of the system. Since it's kind of been together as it is since 2022. When I built it. Yeah, fresh OS install. That's another thing as well, though I'm waiting until the fall. Hell, if I got the budget, I'd even consider waiting another year. I might do a fresh install of Windows 10 regardless. Maybe not, but anything but Windows 11, right? Yep. Yep. Migrating is never a fun time. No, let's actually go that way. I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. I would have just gone into the load unload. Well, this is actually clear. So let's go through here. Rather spend that time to set up a NAS and condense the stuff I need to install. Boy, if I can't relate to that. Boy, if I can't relate. Stupid monetary bullshit. I would love to have an NAS. Hell, I've even got an extra Ethernet port. I could actually make it a DAS? DOS? I just want to say DOS. I can make it direct connect to my computer because 2.5 gig. But, again, I'm short on storage as it is, and I still don't have the money to take care of that. Well, I mean, technically, I could probably buy something small, like a couple of terabytes at most. Spinning rust, obviously. But then I would not be able to pay my car insurance, which was also a concern, on top of all this tooth nonsense. Yeah, Dingle, same. Eventually. Maybe, probably. I swear, it's like the hard drives, right? The hard drives in my laptop are dying because they've got almost 70,000 hours on them. So, alright. Maybe I can get another drive at some point. Between bills and now this fucking tooth. Just, nope. Nope, not happening. Huh, you think you had extra money to maybe actually buy something that you could use? No, just get your tooth fixed. Why does shit gotta break? Applicable to both things in this context. Although I guess technically the filling didn't break per se, it just fell out. So, there's that. Excuse you? Okay, it's settled. I don't know what the fuck that was, but sure. Oi, stay connected. That away. There we go. Get in here, shut it down. Back it up. No, I can't aim at it while I'm in it. Makes sense, obviously. Doesn't mean that I wasn't gonna try it, though. Over here. Alright, let's get this. Oh, you don't actually have your handbrake set. Oh, nice. Unset the parking brake, because of course that was a thing. Yeah, you're not cut in, but that's fine. Because you're not going to be the one that's cut in there. Handbrake off. Started. And no more flashing light. I thought of a response to that dingle, and I decided very quickly that no, I'm not saying that. What's up, Felipe? Thanks again for earlier, by the way. But yes, chew. Excuse you. Not that way. That's a downhill grade there, so yeah, pre-apply throttle to make sure that I actually make it up it, rather than rolling back and blowing a traction motor. Slowly but surely. Yeah, Felipe, that's most likely what's gonna have to happen. Because I'm well outside of any sort of warranty period for the dentist that I went to where it was done. So that's not going to be an option to do it for cheap. And I mean, nobody's just going to drop a couple $100 on the stream, especially without me saying it's going to cost this much to do, right? So I don't know how much it's going to cost at this point. So that's most likely what's going to have to happen. There we go. Yep, and then City South. Out of curiosity, actually, where are you going? You're going to B4S, you're going to C4S. Of course. Of course. You would never make it easy for me. Handbrake is not applied, so, we're off, I guess? Like I've said multiple times now, the filling's not a problem at the moment, but I really don't want to have a semi-hollow tooth in my mouth for longer than necessary, you know? I can't imagine having a relatively large hole, even if it's not that deep of a hole, is great for the structural integrity of it. Not to mention, you know, the fact that it's a great little spot for stuff to accumulate. The joys of fillings falling out. Okay, Felipe, I'll keep that in mind. I mean, I don't like asking people for money in the first place. I don't just want to be like, hey, do you mind? Right? But, like, I will keep that in mind. So thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going fast enough. Also don't need the dials lit up at this point. The main thing is just going to be looking into my options and seeing, like, if there's one of them nearby, how quickly can they get me in, and again, what's the cost? That didn't sound great, did it? Everything appears to be fine, but that didn't sound great. I think it was just because there was a junction there in the middle of a turn that I was probably going too fast through. But yeah, we're fine. We're still picking up speed, but that was a bit closer than it should have been. edge of the wheel rubbing against the rail. So yeah, it's totally fine. Yep, no issues whatsoever. We're going slow enough. This is easier said than done to work with this. So I need to keep an eye on the speed ratings. If I want to go via coal mine south, left, right, left is what I want. Think? Yeah, because then that brings me over and under that. That cuts me over just fine. That, one like that. That can go that way, and then that's fine. So in theory, I should be set. All the way to City South. Levels out, but the speed's dropping. As long as it doesn't drop below 7, I don't have to do anything for the moment. Probably gonna drop to like 6, right? Well, it's 8 and dropping, so eventually probably yes. Yeah, I remember. It drops down to a 3. I remember. No derailments today. Hopefully. Almost. It was almost a derailment. That was cutting a little too close earlier, but we're good. We're still going. And we're fine. Everything is fine except for my tooth. So I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Can you blame me? I've been keeping quiet about this thing for a while. You know, like this happened last week. It's not like it just happened yesterday or something. Literally, both weekend streams. I could have said something about it, but I didn't want to quite yet, because I was still considering the best course, excuse me, the best course of action. Because I really don't like asking for handouts like that. Believe it or not. But I kind of don't have a choice. I realize I'm just going to have to slow down in not too long because of the junction, but I still want to pick up a little bit of speed. I just won't go above like 50 is all. Also, the trains can apparently spawn between the towns, you know, like down in a river or something like that. And I've seen pictures of that being the case. Stop, 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 stop. I got distracted. No derailments today. Probably. Wrong button. Yeah, I've not seen any of the vehicles derailed off to the side of the tracks, but I sure as hell am trying to make it so there is one. Looks like a 3. Downhill 3. Now I know, don't pick up the speed while the train is still in the curve. They're only flat cars, so they're not very heavy, which is part of the problem. I keep accelerating a lot, and oh right, there's not a lot of weight behind me, so it just picks up relatively quickly. I think I've come this way before, but not often. Alright. Good to hit it. And probably want to with that uphill ascent there. The double right there, huh? Fine. There, hydrated. Temperature is more than fine. Speed is increasing, I think. Really not decreasing much, if at all. However, you want the speed to decrease a little, apparently. Just keep it sitting around 40. It's like I said, it kind of was picking up. But I don't really want it to pick up. Although now I can, but not too quickly. The rest of the train's still in the 4. Yeah, I just got nothing to talk about. Just enjoy the trip, right? Enjoy the train ride. And the fact that I've almost derailed some of the cars a couple of times. What the fuck is your problem? Asshole. I don't know if that came across the mic, but they honked. No need for that. clears. A 5 to the right, which is the way I'm going. Oh, and it's a downhill goodie. Need to worry about the brakes more than anything, then. Easy enough. Seven either way. Then looking at the map, it doesn't seem like there is a turnaround loop here. It seems like this is just a split. And that would seem to be the case. It doesn't really look like there's any connection over to there. Interesting. A bit of a straight line. Not truly straight, but straight enough. I mean, like, that's straight. Not perfectly straight, but straight enough, right? Not quite as straight, but... straight enough for the speeds to be higher. Yeah, something tells me I'm not going to be getting to harbor tonight. Which... fortunately is fine. We can just save the game, quit out, and resume at a future date, future time, and it's not an issue. Don't just drop the speed without warning. Bastard. Have I been through here before? Coal Mine South? Don't remember. Okay, so I want to go around the exterior of it. Gotcha. What are the speed ratings? Yeah, here comes the train. 5. Yeah. They're still going a reasonable speed? Yeah, that's fine. I just want to look around and see if there's anything interesting here, because I'm not sure I've been here before. Yeah, DE6, that's great. If I remember correctly, I think I found the demonstrator. Hey. Why, hello there. Found the demonstrator for the DE6, and there's the DE2. Well, that's not a very far haul. You know, I don't have the budget for it, obviously. In-game. But, I've got the license for the DH4. Obviously, I've got the DE2 license as well. Also, train, where the hell are you? The truck up there. Where's the train? I know it was slowing down, but where's the train? Okay, there it is. But yeah, I could totally just... Right, switch out one of the DE2s there for the DH4, which is at Harbor, and then switch this in for the other DE2. I'd be running exclusively vehicles that I own, which would be cheaper. Good to know that that's there. I honestly should pick it up, but like, the distance isn't that far, it's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad then, having those two there. I forget if I found the DE6, like I said. I feel like I did. Where exactly, I do not remember. Because again, the last time I played this was a month ago. I think I found the DM3, certainly. So, I know where DH2, or DE2, DM3, DH4, and then the big steam engine. I know where they are. I'm not sure that I found the short steam engine, and I'm not sure if I found the DE6 or not. Of course, I want the DE6 the most. But, whatever. That's good, that's part of the way there. Knowing where the things are. Right, chill out while the train is in the curve still. You know what, while this is just idling, what I can do is this, because I want to change something real quick. This to then. That signal I just missed. iPad. It's a 5, increasing by downhill grade. Alright. No, not that day. That day. Alright, cool. Pick up the pace a little bit, you know? Tunnel. Other way. Very good about just giving it more throttle rather than less. Okay, you remember the part where I said that I might be able to unload at City South? Yeah, that's not happening at this rate. I'm going to get to City South, and that's that. Really what I should be doing. Are you not? Where with this? There you go. So B4S and C4S. Oh. No, otherwise. Yeah, city's a bit of an annoying one, isn't it? With the layout. I don't like how fast I'm going. Yeah, and that's why. That's why I don't like how fast I'm going. Alright, I can just change these from here. Damn downhill. That'll go right. That'll go right. And then that just follow through. Yeah, because the two cars that I have are on the end. Well, actually. This is potentially dangerous. No, it's very difficult to do that. Alright. I'm gonna slam on the brakes and reduce the speed of the train down to like 30. Or even slower. And then maybe I can see what this is. 6-5. 6-5 goes into B? Oh, hell yes. Even if I end up having to shunt this one manually. Oh, you fucking... It bleeds off the air so damn quickly. So yes, I'm going to have to shunt that one manually. That's annoying. At some point this will clear. That's all the way back there. Of course, I was kind of relying on the fact that this track would just be clear, but why wouldn't it be? Honestly. Oh yeah, technically I could pick one of those up now, couldn't I? Because I have the license for it. I could. Not happening tonight, though. Have I not unlocked that yet? I guess not. Alright, and where is the remote? There it is. Slam on the brakes. Fuel cut off, kill all electronics, and set the handbrake. Release the brake. And you also completely dead. And then I can summon the micro shunter. 2,500 ain't cheap. Of course. But that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. Like I said, wasn't gonna complete this, just not enough time in the night, and I only do 3-hour streams typically on Mondays and Wednesdays, so it's been 3 hours. So that's that. Put all that down. I'm still seeing the black screen of the game, mind you. It still hasn't fully closed. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'll be back on Wednesday with something Pokemon related. I'm probably gonna try and do one of the incentives from the Professor Oak Challenge stuff from last year. God, we're really coming up quickly on the 1-year anniversary of starting that challenge. Yeah, I need to get around to that as well. Anyway. Yeah, I'm probably going to work on one of the incentives for that on Wednesday. Got a bit of work to do to get it set up, but so be it. The goal that's currently being worked towards, which is completely independent of that. I mean, I've got a lot of games to play at the moment. One from every generation, excluding remakes. For the moment. So that's, one of Red, Blue, Yellow, one of Gold, Silver, Crystal, etc. But I'm also including Black alongside one of Black 2, White 2. And one of Sun and Moon alongside one of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But I am doing remakes, which includes one of Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, I don't own Soul Silver, one of Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Brilliant Diamond, because I don't own Shining Pearl. Where does Let's Go fit into all this? Oh god, when does that get thrown in? I forget. Either way, that's a lot of games as it is. And I have to catch 3 Pokemon, and that's the entire point. But you can see, currently $40 away from upgrading it to, instead of just being Catch the Pokemon, to beat Champion and or Red. Only applies to Johto beating Red, but, And then, that's the second to last goal, I think. Another $100 after that, and I'll do all of the games, which is extremely good value, I'd say. I mean, maybe not. Depends on how much you value $100, but, when you consider that I'm, doubling the number of games I need to play for $100, it's not that bad a value, I'd say. Also, any money put towards that helps me fix my tooth. Stupid fillings. I can't wait to have to deal with this, by the way. Just as a side note, I can't wait to have to deal with replacing more fillings over the next decade or so. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have minded metal fillings if it means that they would have lasted longer. Oh well. That's really the main concern. The goal is just a benefit of, yeah, I have a hole in one of my teeth. Much bigger hole than normal because there used to be a filling there. I really wish I didn't have to deal with that. Anyway, I got completely sidetracked there. Working on the one of the incentives, most likely on Wednesday, and then just to mention this again as well, this is what I was actually changing the other day. Is the 22nd correct? No. I want that one, which is the same thing, but on a different day. Yeah, we're probably doing 2 nights of GTA this week, because EJ is going to be joining us on Friday night. So we're doing that in place of regular FNR in Assetto. So look forward to that, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that's the rest of the week's schedule, basically. And that's basically it for tonight. However, I am going to run some ads on the way out. So if you're not a subscriber and you don't want to watch ads, then go somewhere else. No, genuinely, it's the end of the stream. You're not going to miss anything if you tune out. Preferably once I shut up. But, close the stream whenever, I guess. But I am going to run some ads, because every little bit helps right now with this damn tooth popping up. So I'm even more justified than usual for doing it. So stick around for the ads, or don't. Subs shouldn't see ads, so that's a benefit for you guys. But anyway, do as you wish. Yep. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you next time. Later.